Canelo is out of his prime. Let's be honest here. Against Bivol, he's moving slower. He's just going for the one punch. I don't think he could last 12 rounds anymore. Because with Bivol, it almost looked like he gassed out.
Mayweather Jr., right? He did it by fighting Canelo on his terms. That's what Bivol is doing right now. He fights someone he wants, but
he was just looking for one punch. He was moving slower, less head movement. And if we see this against Charlo, I have Charlo on this one. If he's not going to move his head and moves as slow as he did with Bivol and with Ryder, let's not even get into the Ryder fight. The old Canelo 4 years ago, 3 years ago, would have knocked out Ryder in the 6th round. Let's be honest here. Just less head movement. I don't know if he's getting lazier or he's just getting older. But again, Canelo's just moving slower, less head movement. And his power is not there anymore. We've seen it against Bivol. He tried to knock him out with the one punch.
And he just did so there. It's the 1-2 combination for Bivol, and it's been finding its mark most of the night.
anybody that will tell you how Bivol
it's not happening. And with Ryder, all he got was a knockdown. He couldn't even knock him out.
forward, like Chris said earlier.
Whoa, and a 1-2, and that just sapped all the...
And Ryder's a nobody. Let's be honest here. Ryder was a nobody until he was somebody when he fought Canelo. And again, it's crazy how Canelo fans want to say that Canelo is better than Floyd Mayweather. But we're just saying right now that Canelo's out of his prime at 33. And when Floyd Mayweather was 36, he whooped Canelo's ass.
Sharp counterpunching can be an intimidator.
Double jab through the guard and that right hand. And now Mayweather beginning to tee off on Alvarez. Alvarez standing flat foot on the ropes. The jab to the body. Look at this.
And was still beating Hall of Famers and world champions' ass at 36. So again, we're trying to debate who's better, Canelo and Floyd Mayweather. Well, Canelo's already out of his prime. He's moving slower. He has no power anymore. So again, when we're debating on whether Canelo is in his prime, absolutely not. At age 33, he's not in his prime.
Now, Canelo is so foolish to think that if he was to have a rematch with Bivol, that the result would be different. What can Canelo really do over time that would change the result if they have a rematch? What is it? I think we really just need to comprehend the fact that Canelo isn't going to change. Canelo is not going to get better. Over time, he's getting older. How is he going to get better? What can he really do to improve his skills even more? I think he already reached his peak. I already think he already passed his prime. So considering the fact that he's out of his prime, why does he think he's going to beat Bivol if he has a rematch with Bivol? And don't even get me started on him fighting David Benavidez. He said he didn't want to fight David Benavidez because he's Mexican and he doesn't want to fight his own kind.
When I say I don't want to fight Mexican, it's because I represent Mexico.
But here's the thing. If he was to get in the ring with David Benavidez, somebody who's younger than him, somebody who's in his prime, who will get absolutely dominated by David Benavidez. This is what I'm saying. Who can Canelo really be besides nobody's that's going to prove something and that's going to show something? There's nobody really. The only thing he could do is to have that rematch with Bivol or to fight David Benavidez, and neither of those two fights he comes out winning. So it is very clear, and I don't understand how these Canelo fans don't understand that Canelo is way past his prime.